Well, hello everybody. We are back yet again, and today we're playing White Knuckle. This game, I swear, it never runs out of content. I feel like there's always something new that I can be doing. But, yeah, today we are going to be playing Endless Silos. Now, I do have a goal for this, and our goal is that we are going to be doing the, inside of the Discord server for White Knuckle. There is an achievement you can get for doing 20,000 meters in any endless. Endless Abyss is 35,000 meters. Anyway, we are going to be trying to get Climblord on Endless Silos because this is the only one that I'm like decent at. But yeah, I don't really have other plans other than that. But let's get on into it. Um, I did some like hard mode iron knuckle stuff. I really sucked at it, so ignore that. I'm gonna do unlimited roaches just because I don't want to have to worry about that. And then let me see. I think honestly, Moonrocks is just so good. I'm just gonna probably keep it. But yeah, let's get on into it. Don't really have a ton of plans for this video, just gonna kind of be talking. I'm gonna try and edit this maybe down a little bit, who knows. Regardless, we're here. um anyway, Endless Silos, by far my favorite mode in Endless, just because it's just pretty simple. I'd love to maybe do like Endless Nest and do good at it someday or something like that. But alas, we're not that good yet. Um, but maybe one day. Anyway, I do apologize that this is my only upload for the day. I know maybe only a couple people are gonna see this because channel's not doing so hot. But then again, we just started, so we're not in some crazy rush to be, I need to be a #1 streamer so bad. My life is just not complete until it's done. Like, no, like, it's cool if something like that were to happen, but really at the end of the day, it's whatever. Anyway, I was recording a video for, like a horror game. I'll just talk about it, I guess. It was called a Teleforum. Anyway, the game was alright. It said horror on Steam. It was free, so I thought, hey, free horror game, might as well check it out. I recorded it for like an hour. It was not scary at all. Like, yeah, I get there's like different types of horror, but like, man, if you're gonna make a game and put the genre of horror on there, like, I'm gonna expect that it's gonna be somewhat like unsettling or scary. There was nothing wrong with it. It was like this VHS like horror whatever like generic thing. It was a, what is it? If you mixed Choose Your Own Adventure but with scary VHS tape. Anyway, it was not a good video, and I didn't feel like editing that nor making you guys sit through that because it was just not worth my time nor your guys's. So anyway, we did just get some good items, so pretty happy about that. We might explode some vending machines later on. Also, we got lucky with a double injector from this room. Anyway, ooh, that was, we would have still lived that. Oh, let me not die right now. All right. Anyway, not a great game. If you want to go play it, it is free. You can maybe see what I mean. Um, I think it's okay in its own right. It just wasn't something that I really felt like having to work on and whatever. So decided, hey, I've been wanting to try and hit Climblord on White Knuckle. So let's just make a video about that. So here we are. And yeah, so anyway, channel's going alright. We're not like crazy view wise. Some of my viewers are from my old channel, but I think it's very few. Anyway, my old channel used to do pretty good. We had 500 subscribers. You know, I'm sure, like, I'm not, I don't like to talk about my old channel just because I'm wanting fresh start, you know. There was, like, nothing wrong with it. It was just that, you know, sometimes you just want to, like, when I first started that channel, I was not very serious about content creation, and I started it when I was, like, 13, and, well, yeah, 13. Anyway, um, I played a lot of games that I don't really play anymore. You know, I play some here and there. Big one, Roblox, you know. Some people hate on it, and, you know, it's understandable. Do I like the people that own said platform? Absolutely not. But, some of the games on there are pretty cool. And, you know, even if I don't post videos on it, I'm gonna be checking out those games when they have an update. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, like, I'm wanting to have a channel where I'm doing more kind of like actual, like, specific games and, you know, kind of grow myself up a little bit. I know that it's like, I'm doing YouTube. The last thing you can compare to that is grown up. But regardless, we're here. I'm gonna buy a grub real quick. Anyway, we also, real quick, I'm excited for this because we can apparently find the bazaar, I believe, in this endless silos. So hopefully we can get there's like a cleaver one, and you can get pretty damn powerful with that. Anyway, what was I trying to say? The content on that channel was just not what I wanted it to be, and yeah. Let me see. Who I had this one last time, Motherly Instinct, and it was good and bad. We're gonna try it out. I'm hoping that it's good here, but who really knows? I think I'm gonna save my explosive spear. We're gonna try and use that one later. Anyway, every grub we get does boost us, so it's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, I used to play a lot of Roblox, made content on it. The quality was pretty bad. You know, it improved over the years and stuff like that. But part of me just wanted to, you know, just say screw it, because a lot of the people that watched me on that channel are like either completely inactive on YouTube, or, you know, they just don't watch me anymore. So it was like I had 500 subscribers, but could I even say that I had 500 subscribers? Because the people didn't even watch me anymore. So, anyway, I just decided that, hey, you know, I would rather do things the right way. That's just the kind of person I am. And, you know, I just want a fresh start and to, you know, see where I can get while actually, like, caring for it more than I did many years ago. I opened Shattered Chambers, by the way. I don't know how many of the people who watch me play White Knuckle actually play the game, but there's a room in Shattered Chambers. Like, there's room variants, Shattered Chambers being one of said variants. Anyway, there is a, what is it? There's a room in Shattered Chambers that you can get quite a few grubs at, and considering we just got a pretty good perk, which, you know, I got mixed opinions about it, because I did, like, need my grubs at one point in a different run when I had it, and I wasn't able to use them, but I think we're going to do better this time. So I think it's a good perk. I think if we get a bunch of grubs, we'll be all good. One of my problems with that is I had a couple grubs, but it wasn't enough to give me a ton of movement things, but it was, like, I still needed them nonetheless, but I couldn't use them. Anyway, it's whatever. Hopefully we're going to do better this time. I don't know all the possible spawns for the bazaar. The bazaar being one of the new things in the Nest update. There's like a roach guy that you can trade items with, and also best climb. Gotta love that. Anyway, we had you can pick items from him, and you will trade items of similar value for that. Anyway, it's your like only way of really getting like trinkets and like other things legitimately in a run, but he's not all too common, and I only know of one spawn that he has, so who knows if we'll see him. Hopefully we do. Regardless, we're gonna keep playing this. I hate air exchange. There's just one room or two rooms that like, okay, there's a couple rooms that like they're really good and I like them because you can get a bunch of items. But at the same time, those rooms, I don't know, it's a double-edged sword. You can get some good items, but the what is it? The room in here, I'll talk about the room. So the room gives you 4 grubs, 2 injectors, if you do it and stuff. But the problem with it, also I don't even think we need to take floppy disks. I don't think we can use them. It's similar to one like this. You are able to, it has the boards like that. You're able to get up to the top part of the room, and there's a bunch of grubs and stuff. But in endless, because the thing that's like chasing you the entire game, it speeds up throughout your game, so you got to eventually you just gotta stop caring about the items and you just gotta go like fast. Anyway, in that room it's got good items, but that once you don't get those items anymore, it's basically just a whole lot of breaking boards, which breaking those boards, as you saw earlier, takes a lot of time. If we get the single hit damages things, also we got Motherly Instinct again. This might be a crazy run, guys. Anyway, good thing with unlimited roaches is we can take all items that we get. Let me see. I don't have enough grubs, which kind of sucks, but we're okay. We have a bunch of injectors. I can drop this food can. In fact, we'll just shred it. What was it? Unlimited grubs is good, and endless, because it's just a bit helpful. I actually don't know. I think you can get Climblord with unlimited roaches, but hopefully it's not like cheating. Who knows? Hopefully I didn't just waste my time on this, but regardless, we'll still see if we can get to that distance. But yeah, the further on you get, you kind of want the good perks like pulse organ, or like something where all of your perks synergize to where you have a few, but paired with your items and other things, you're able to speed through the entire area. Yeah, but like if you get like a bunch of items or perks and you just get unlucky and they don't really synergize well, you can be screwed. You can be fine, but it's a lot harder. Also, normally you can see like an effect on my hands whenever I'm moving around. That's from the moon rocks. Some jumps in here I'm not supposed to be able to do with no items, but because I have these things and I've got like better mobility, it helps out. But yep. Anyway, I love this room in particular. It's very nice and endless. It's very just straightforward, and then even when you're starting out the game, you can get lucky up here, and we'll see in a second if we did. We did not. There's like a 50-50 chance of this thing being opened, so sometimes it's nice because you can get like a grub and some other stuff, but it's not always guaranteed. This room, by the way, easiest way I found up is gonna be if one of them could just shoot a tentacle near me. You're gonna get yourself hit by one of them. It's also, you can see the mass is climbing up pretty fast. Anyway, you use the barnacles to get you through the room. So it's just a bit faster. You know, if you're doing just like a campaign run, It doesn't really matter all too much, but with endless it's a bit helpful. I'm a little worried here because the mass is coming up kind of fast. I think we're outrunning it, which is good. We're also in shattered chambers. I believe... Ooh, I wasn't expecting to have to go and... Also, batons you usually have to hammer in, but if you're a skilled gamer like me, you don't have to do that. You can just place it on the wall. And usually if you hold on to them for too long, they fall out of the wall without being hammered in. If you're just fast enough, you can still use them, so it saves you some time. But, you know, it takes a little bit of practice. Not a ton, but just a little bit. Still no grub, which kind of sucks, but, because we only have one right now. Our perk, I believe, got improved because we have multiple of the perk. That perk being the motherly instinct or whatever it's called. Anyway, but if we get more grubs, we can do a lot better. But currently, it's not really helping us a whole lot. I'm hoping we see one called Pulse Organ. It's very nice, especially in Endless, because every time you touch the ground, you regenerate them, and it's basically double jumps. So, you know, one run I had like 5 double jumps in one, and every time I hit the ground, I could jump 5 times after leaving the ground. Anyway, it's very nice, but it's not very common. So, actually, I think all the perks have like the same chance. So, I guess not one is not really more common than the other. Whatever though. We're gonna use an injector here just because I want to be able to get up in this room fast. I don't really like these shattered chamber rooms. Also, break room, pretty nice. They can just be weird to maneuver up. The one drawback is since we don't have, since we got motherly instinct, we won't be able to crush the grubs. We can pet them now, but we cannot crush them. We do have blink eyes, which if you watched my last video, we got those unlocked. Which blink eyes, love them. You can basically just teleport through walls. Pretty sweet. Also, we're gonna explode both of these vending machines, and we just got an amazing lucky thing. We just got a ton of grubs. Anyway, and another blink eye. That's crazy. We're doing pretty good on items. I'm pretty happy with this. We can only pet the grubs, so we're just kind of holding them in our inventory. Blink eyes. These things are going to save me in air exchange. I hate air exchange in the endless one of this, but it is what it is. Let's see what our perks are looking like, by the way. We can do elastic limbs, which improves our reach, but it's not that useful. Heavy strike, usually it's not that good, but for me, I want heavy strike for air exchange. It breaks those boards so much faster, because now I can break any board with one hit, I believe, so that's kind of nice. This one, it's kind of good. I prefer this. I guess none of the, these are the ways you get the artifacts, by the way. I guess there's not really one that's like bad per se, but I think there's some that's better than this one. This one just takes a minute. I think we should be fine. You can definitely tell that I'm encumbered right now, because every time I am climbing up something, I take quite a while longer. Let me see. Let's just teleport here. I just didn't want to have to do that jump because I felt like I was going to fail it, but who knows, maybe I would have been fine. And then same here. I'm just going to teleport myself up here. Let's see what we got. We got the remote, which is very unhelpful, so we're just going to literally shred it, and we wasted our time. But who cares? It's whatever. We got the strike, and we got 2 of the motherly instincts. Then the mass starts really getting fast here. It's not too bad yet, but it's definitely like noticeable, you know. I went the wrong way around this room. Anyway, let's get through this one pretty quick. I don't know, the mass is by far the most terrifying thing in this game. Because if you aren't fast enough, you're dead. Later on in the game, it mutates and like evolves, and so that's fun. I don't know, it's alright, but definitely not a fun time if you aren't good off. I think we're doing okay though. I think it gives you like a little buffer window before it starts climbing up. I think maybe later on that buffer window goes away. Also, this is the room I'm talking about with the 4 grubs. The ladder's broken, but if you have items, you can get up to the top of this room and get yourself a bunch of grubs and injectors, which in a casual run is very good. Also, this is why we took that heavy strikes, because now it just means that we can fly up these rooms, basically. Anyway, what was I trying to say? The grubs in the other room are good if you're in a casual playthrough, because the mass isn't speeding up. I don't know if I think it speeds up in some areas in the nest, like feeding trough. I think it's pretty fast. Anyway, but normally you don't have to deal with it, so it's kind of fine. It's unfortunate that we don't have a rebar here, because you can do a nice skip with a rebar here. Anyway, point that I was saying is that you can get some good items there, but in Endless, after you go past the first couple, like, kind of break rooms, you basically can't do that item room, because by the time you grab all the items and do everything that you need to do, the mass has already gotten and covered the exit, and so you're basically just stuck, and you just gotta accept death. So I do apologize if my rambling on is like not the most thought out. I'm not really playing this to be like, oh, you know, I have like a crazy idea for a YouTube video and whatever. It's just kind of being able to just chill, play a game that I enjoy, and then be able to talk a little bit. So I'd take a rebar, but we're already encumbered as is. I'm hearing something. I don't know if you guys heard that too. Speaking of, I'm actually gonna improve my audio right now, because I turned it down in the starting menu for you guys, but I forgot to turn it back on. So hopefully you guys can hear the game a little bit more. But yeah. Anyway, we should be nearing the next break room here soon. We're definitely a lot faster with all of those grubs. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I definitely can. Who knows what it will be like if we got like profit motive along with motherly instinct. That might be crazy. Who knows? Might be not so crazy. Who knows? Anyway, we are at another break room. What was it? What I was trying to say earlier is I don't know what the hell I was hearing with that metal pipe, but who knows? Who cares? We did kind of get a good roll with the grub, so we're gonna take these guys. We're gonna shove them in our inventory too. We're gonna use some injectors at the beginning to fly through the next area. So, metabolic stasis is pretty nice. Let me see. Roaches are automatically banked when placed in your bag. This is probably good for casual, but we're not playing casual. Regenerative pads, metacarpal refinement. I haven't taken this one. I don't know. Doesn't hurt. We can take it. We can see what it's all about. Dang, dude, I got mad hiccups. Anyway, we got a ton of grubs in here. What I really need is I need the thing to improve my storage. I'm running out of storage here. Anyway, I'm gonna use the pill bottles here soon. We're also gonna blow up the vending machine just in case I get more grubs. We did get one more grub, which is pretty good. We can jump pretty high now because of the perk we got, but let's see. I am running out of inventory space, so we're going to use some pills here. We're going to use some injectors too. And then now we're good. Now we can just basically fly through the rooms. Hopefully, since we're in air exchange, we don't somehow die stupidly, but whoever really knows. Okay, I kind of just fell down there. We ignore that though. My one drawback with getting like a bunch of like speed and movement stuff is eventually you just become you're not used to moving this fast, and so you start messing up more. At least that's for me personally. This room is not the one that I was thinking of. I thought it was the room with the grubs at the top. I was actually considering going for it, but now that I think about it, it's probably not worthwhile. Oh, this one's goodish bad. We're gonna blink eye past. That is a really nice skip if you have a blink eye. Usually if you don't, you're kind of screwed, but it's okay. We're kind of fumbling right now. Ooh, dude, I need to grab onto this ledge quick. Okay, we're gonna use another blink eye. Okay. I mean, honestly, that was pretty bad. If I had bunny hop, or whatever it's called, that would have been extremely easy, but because we don't, it was a little bit more difficult. We'll get bunny hop later, or rabbit DNA, I think is what they call it. It's good. It's just, like, we were fine there. In fact, like, I think I'm overreacting with how fast the mass is. I really think it's slow right now. But we're being careful, just in case. Let's see if third time's a charm in this room, by the way. This is our third time here, and we still are yet to get the secret room. And third time was not the charm, which is very surprising, but who knows. Anyway, let's ooh, we didn't even get hit by it. This is a very good run. I'm hearing that like metal pipe again. Anyway, I don't know if I'm crazy. Anyway, let's we got another grub and another injector. So, we're moving even more fast now, which is crazy. And let's just make it another one for good time's sake. Like, that's like 9 grubs right there. Pretty crazy. Anyway, let's see. I want improved. Ooh, dude. Cardinal Bloodlust. Gain a temporary buff for every creature you kill. Provides a lesser secondary permanent buff that levels up for each creature you kill. This one's really good if we get Cleaver, but who knows if we'll get Cleaver. Regardless, I kind of want to take it, so that's what we're going to do. Cleaver's very nice because if we get Cleaver, it can basically replace our hammer, and we can start killing a bunch of enemies, which moves us faster, and a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, this is gearing up to be a pretty nice run, but let's not jinx it for ourselves. I do still want Pulse Organ, so the fact that we haven't gotten that kind of sucks, but I think it's okay. We are kind of flying up the rooms nonetheless, so I think it's alright. Let's not die in the door closing. That would be a terrible way to end this run. We're only at 2,800 meters, which kind of sucks for right now, but we do go faster as we progress, so it's like it's exponential. So at some point we're going to be moving so fast, we're going to be climbing like thousands of meters in like a minute, and yeah, it's going to be a good time, but gonna still be a minute before we get there. Who knows if this will actually be my Climblord run for silos, but hopefully so. Silos is probably one of, if not the easiest place to do Climblord. Again, Climblord is where you hit the, what is it, 20,000 meters in any sort of endless run. I don't know. Some people, they make it like a goal, like, in every area of the game, I'm going to hit 20,000 meters, which, that's crazy. I don't know how you can genuinely be like, yeah, man, I think I want to spend all that time and go do that. I mean, you do you, but that's a little too much time for me. I really want to see if I can get the, wow, I think there's a secret room here, but I think it's closed, which I've never seen before, but who knows, I guess it's a game of new things, so let's do an injector, by the way, just to clear up some storage space more than anything. I don't want to be encumbered. It makes things really slow climbing, but also, another thing, consistently climbing without jumping does boost our, total range, which is nice. That's because of the perk we got. I think the mass is in here, yeah. We need to climb and fast. Let's not die here. Okay, and break room. Sweet. Yeah, it's going faster. If you guys can't tell, I nearly just fumbled in that room. I don't like those rooms because they're so awkward to climb. If we get pulse organ here, which let's check. We got more cardinal bloodlust. We don't even have the cleaver yet, so let's not get that. This is basically useless though. This is all really bad. Let's just take ammo spiracles. Maybe it proves to be useful. Probably not, but who knows. And then we're gonna take some blink eyes, cause I want some get out of jail free cards. We are, let me see how encumbered we are. Oh, we're fine, dude. We got too much stuff that we're carrying, but it's not that big of a deal. We are back to base speed, and we've got this, what is it? What is it called? Artifact room? I think that's what I'll call it. Artifact altar dimension thing. Anyway, we've got the same one again. Probably gonna use my blink eyes in the same spots just cause. And then, whew, I was a little worried there for a second. Yeah, we do gotta be climbing faster in the next area because it's starting to get a little sketchy with how fast it's moving, but we just need to be getting pulse organ soon. If we don't get pulse organ, we're kind of screwed. Timepiece, very useless. If it's in just normal abyss, I'll gladly take that because you can fix your mistakes if you fall into the void or whatever, but for this, I don't really like it. Just because I feel like the only way you're going to be reversing time or whatever is going to be backwards. Like you're going downwards into the mass. And so, that's just my thoughts. I feel like it's not a very good, what is it? Artifact. The one we're looking for is the translocator. That one is basically like the blink eyes we have, but it is infinite. But with that, it's infinite, but it's got a cooldown. So you've got like, you can use it, but then the next time you use it is 20 seconds later. Man, honestly, I'm gonna use a blink eye and just get a. We're not getting above that. Wow. Okay. I might make this into a series, by the way, so who knows. We're 200th for normal endless. I'm gonna be blurring out my Steam name because I know it's probably already somewhere out there, but I don't know. I don't need people stalking my Steam. There's nothing like. I'm not one of those guys. Like, there's some freaky games on Steam, if I'm being honest. And I know there's some guys that own said games. I'm not one of them, and I'm very proud of that. But what is it? Nonetheless, I prefer if people didn't know my account, but it's all good. Anyway, but yeah, this video I'm not even gonna edit it, honestly. Like, I'm just kind of enjoying being able to just record and not have a plan, and just also, we nearly just died. Had we fallen down there, it would have crushed us. We're back at the beginning, so it's not that big of a deal, but whatever. Um, Definitely should not have used my blink eye earlier to go and zoom past the vents. When you're really later on, that's useful, but where we were at, it was fine, so I don't know why we did it. Also, I don't think I've read this note before, so we're gonna take it. Oh, just the good stuff, trust me. Um, I trust you, alright, that is some good items. Anyway, what is it? I don't really want to edit this. Part of me, like, I think streaming is good, because you can just, talk and just kind of hang out and say all your things. Editing is a lot of work, I'll tell you that much. Since I've tried to start editing stuff, like, I'm by no means good at anything, but since I've started trying to, I have a newfound appreciation for those who do that. Ooh, dude, I thought the blood bug just died there. Yeah, so, oh, please, fuck off, thank you. Anyway, yeah, like, I can see how, like, for some streamers, that's pretty nice for them, because, you don't ever have to worry about editing, because what you do, personally, is you get good at, oh, thank you, Mr. Grove, for making noises. I would have, left you here. He just started squealing. He wanted to make sure I didn't leave without him. Anyway, for them it's kind of good, because I'm sure some of them do edit their own videos at first. Also, that's another big thing. A lot of YouTubers and stuff like that, they record their footage and they do all that, you know, whatever. And ooh, I did not mean to fall there. Anyway, they at first they're editing their own videos, but like, let's take Markiplier for example. I like Markiplier. Anyway, I actually saw the history of how him and Lixian, his editor, came to work together. Anyway, he had like 100,000 subscribers, which is still, like, you gotta put in a lot of work to get like to 100,000. But anyway, Lixian was making like little like animation things for Markiplier, and anyway, he ended up being his editor, and that worked out good for them. But point is for me, like, if I'm gonna be doing this, I don't want to be editing forever. I hope that I can just, you know, we get further in content, which is really not looking like it at the moment, which is, it's a little demotivating if I'm being honest, but it's alright. I know that it's a process. I feel like my content's a lot better here than on my old channel, and yet I'm getting a lot less views. But it's just part of the process. We've only got 7 subscribers right now. What was I trying to say? But yeah, like, long term, I don't plan on editing my videos. It's just try and get further enough along until I can find somebody to do it for me. Still long ways off, but yeah. I do gotta say, it is so miserable trying to climb this from the bottom with like no perks. I think have we had one break room? I think we have. Actually, I don't know if we have. I don't think we have. Anyway, I think they happen like every 600 meters. But, it's crazy, this game, because you go so slow, but then you start getting your perks and stuff together, and then you really start flying. Also, this one, I'm going to get Unstoppable Conviction, because it is quite nice. Now I just need to find food. But what it allows me to do basically is, what is it? I can have one of these food cans. And actually, let me see, because I haven't ever taken this. Gain temporary mid-air jumps for every food you consume. So now, I can get like a full inventory of food. And then I basically have like infinite jumps. Pulse organ's still definitely better. But for right now, this is good. Because basically it just means I can collect all of these cans right now. And we'll be able to get ourselves going on double jumps. Like, I can use one right there. So it's basically kind of like we got a pulse organ that never runs out. But then again, you do have to feed it with food. So hopefully we can get like a mix of both, like a mix of our food one plus normal pulse organ. That might be pretty nice, being able to, like, you fly up the room, but if something happens and you need to use extra double jumps more than the ones that you can just use without food, maybe that'd be good. I don't know. Overall, we're just playing. I was a little worried. I don't know how fast the mass is moving here, but something I will also say is I'll be doing I'll do one piece of editing on this video, just because I do need to go take a piss once we get to the next break room. So when you guys see the jump cut, that's what it means. Gotta love having to piss all the time. Something with that, dude, I love energy drinks. Like, they got some good flavors. I gotta say, what is it? Monster, they did one a couple, I don't think it was years, but like months back, maybe a year. Anyway, it's Bad Apple. It's like, basically if you just gave me like a apple juice, but made it feel richer in taste, like you added money to your apple juice. Anyway, I like it. There's that one, but dude, I've been drinking so much water now because I've stopped drinking energy drinks because they destroy my gut, dude. It's so bad. And I might be the person. I might be the only person that deals with that, but anyway, it not very pleasant. I definitely want to break from the energy drinks. You know, they did a number on me the other day, but it's all good. Anyway, so yeah, I've been drinking a lot more water because of that, but do miss the taste. Gotta love the taste of energy drinks. Like, that's something they hit good. Love the taste, but yeah, the caffeine, man. I'm sure I can probably find a flavor without caffeine, and that might be something I look into doing at some point. But for right now, I'm kind of just fine with whatever. Yeah, this room is gonna be a pain in the ass later on in Endless, because we're gonna have to, let me think, for that room in particular. Also, let me lock in. This room is sometimes a pain in the ass. If you mess it up. If you have blink eyes, it's really easy. Anyway, that one other room we were in with the fan that turns on and off and stuff like that. It's sometimes alright. It's just later on you really gotta be moving fast. And so you've got to blink eye past it. So my main worry is that we blink eye and we still end up hitting the propeller blades like we did earlier, you know? Also, really regret how that round went down, but you win and you lose some. Anyway, yeah, this room is cool though. It like I appreciate it, but it definitely is like annoying later on. Dude, there's just no food here. Anyway, mysterious cut time. Boom. What was that? Wow, you know, so much magic in the world. Who would have known that I'm a wizard? Anyway, let's check the perk machine. I nearly just went off without it. Okay. Pulse organ. We're goated. Anyway, probably shouldn't hoard so many items. I'm gonna throw this spear. I don't even need it. Let me see though. Something I do gotta say about the YouTube space in general, just as like a personal opinion of mine. Also, we're just gonna eat these because there's no point. It just adds the double jumps to us, which is nice. We also do have the always rechargeable one, so that's also good. Plus we have these. We're kind of doing good. I'm pretty happy. Something about the YouTube space that, I don't know, I got mixed opinions about. I like how a lot of the people that are popular are like well known because they've been out for a while. Like, you know, you hear Mr. Beast and like everybody and their mother knows Mr. Beast at this point, but what is it? I'm trying to think. Everybody, like, you know, you've got fear of missing out, but you don't even need fear, honestly, because you've already missed out, I feel like, when it comes to YouTube space. And, you know, like, just generally, I feel like a lot of the big names, they have been established because they've been doing this stuff for years. And, you know, also really gotta lock in here. Let's not die. I don't know why everything's so foggy, but it's alright. Let's go fast through here. Anyway, a lot of the big names are big names now because they've been around forever. Which, you know, maybe it's just another reason as to why you should always persevere. Anyway, but it's one of those things that it's like, I feel like it's hard to get into space because a lot of your big names are big names because everybody's known them for so long. And it's like, unless you dedicate 20 years of your life, you're not making it. I don't know. Regardless, like I said earlier, part of me doing this, I really hope that one day I become a big name. But I don't count on it, you know? I'm doing this more for fun. Fun with the hopes that stuff goes really well. But if it doesn't, you know, it's whatever. I'm also gonna get a little bit more personal. What is it? You'll probably hear me mention this maybe once or twice, including this time. Anyway, I'm a Christian, and so, you know, I believe in, like, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, there's a quote that I always think about, because of that, which is just that, regardless of what happens, like, this is by no means what it says, but, I won't be led to destruction. And so if this goes well or if this doesn't go well, I'll be fine either way. But you persevere with the hope that things go well, but you aren't putting all your eggs in one basket, you know? That area looked like the bazaar spawn. I had one bazaar spawn. If you want to go see it, look at my playing the nest update when it first released. Anyway, it like spawned like right here. Honestly, I think this is I think this is a spawn, so that's pretty cool. It's a little weird. I'm like trying to keep myself from using the food double jumps and only use my reusable ones, but honestly, it's whatever. I'm gonna buy another can. We've just got infinite food, so we can just kind of do whatever. We have a ton of injectors and other stuff. Let us, let's go in here. We're hoping for translocator. We got the same one again, so we're gonna use pill bottle, double injector, and we're gonna save the grub. And then we're going to, if we can grab onto this, let's put our blink eye in our offhand, just in case. Like that. It just might be worthwhile in here to actually just take my time. Probably is. I'm lazy though. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting. We made that jump though. Usually I don't think you're supposed to make that jump, but we have some boost items. Okay, we made this, well, we wasted our items at the beginning. Maybe we didn't waste them, I don't know. Regardless, we didn't even go do that. We didn't get the item we wanted, but regardless, we push on. I think game plan here is we can eat this guy, so we're gonna eat our food. We're gonna get some more double jumps. We're gonna drop all the cans. And then we're gonna take pill bottle, that guy, double injector, and then grub. I know that we're fine. I think this is the third break room, and so it's not like we're like crazy on and we need to go have a ton of speed right now, but regardless, I'm still trying to be fast. We're gonna eat you. I ended up using some of my food double jumps. Anyway, but yeah, I hope I do well with this, but at the end of the day, all my eggs aren't in one basket, so regardless, I'll be fine, I guess. Yeah, so doing this for fun. Deep in my heart, I hope things work out, but if not, that's cool. But yeah, anyway, I'm just glad to have 7 special individuals that have subscribed. If you haven't already, go do that. I would really appreciate it. But we got 7 people that enjoyed that, so that's 7 people that, had I not been here, they might have not enjoyed that video. So in a sense, I kind of made their day. So maybe that's getting too self-centered. Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, I do enjoy making this stuff. I'm gonna keep going at it, even if it feels like I'm, like right now, feels like I'm talking to a wall. But it's okay. It's just part of the process, or that's at least what I keep telling myself. So you just always gotta look to the bright side, and I think that's how it can kind of be said for a lot of things in life, you know? You have your hardships. I forget what the hell I was saying before hardships, but anyway. You know, you're gonna have stuff in life that brings you down. You can't let it get to you. And I like to think of it as, you know, your struggles in life. Like, could you imagine if you had a picture perfect life, like nothing ever happened to you? You know, you'd just be coddled in a sense, and how would you have any sort of appreciation for what you have, you know? I think that our struggles in life are what grow us as a person, and if you had no struggles in life, then you wouldn't need to grow as a person. You'd just be big ol' adult baby or whatever. Point is also though that I take the mindset that your struggles or the bad times in life make you appreciate the good times and understand that they are good. Because if you had a picture perfect life, how would you ever appreciate it without seeing the bad, you know? So I think it's a mix of both. Also, double pulse organ. We're just pulsing it up in here. Gotta love that. We have so many double jumps, I believe. So if push comes to shove, we can just start flying. But I think we're okay for right now. Anyway, let's be fast. I think the mass is starting to come up pretty fast, but who knows? But yeah, like I like to take the mindset that your struggles in life improve you as a person and make you appreciative for what you have. I think it's a good mindset to go about things. You know, you can say that a lot of bad things happen to good people, and I can understand that. But I don't know. I'm not gonna get too religious, but I like to think that it's not God's fault, if that makes sense. It's not His doing. But some people can disagree, and I take the mindset that everybody is entitled to their opinions. You know, I don't care if you disagree or hate me for what I'm saying. If you do, you know, I feel like that's a little sad. You know, I'm not like upset at all, and you know, I don't hate anybody for anything that they may believe about me or think about me. Point is that I think everybody's entitled to their own beliefs and to do what they want. If you disagree, then that is for you. I don't have to make you agree. You get what I mean a little bit? Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry, I'm like half locked in this. I don't know if you guys saw, but the mass is chasing me up pretty quick. I didn't need to press that button earlier, but it's alright. I think for right now, something I'm looking for perk-wise, by the way, is I really would like system reorganization or whatever. It just improves like all your base stats, and so it would make my double jumps do a whole lot more jumpy wise, or whatever the hell you want to say. I hope this one isn't the one where I gotta wait on it, by the way. Oh, it is. Hopefully we're alright here, by the way. I don't really like this, but it's alright. If we can just get up here and chill, I think we're fine. I think I see the mass kind of down there. We're kind of going fast enough so that we don't have to worry about it. Also, I think we're beating our old best here. No, we're one room away. break room. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, I forgot what I was trying to say. Whatever. Okay, I think I'm gonna do latissimus optimization, so just improve my lats, because I don't know, seems like the right move. I do want to use some items here though. Something good about these break rooms, by the way, and the perk I have for unstoppable conviction is for every food that I eat, which there's always one in every break room, it's +3 double jumps, which is quite nice. And then we're gonna pop all of these, and we're just gonna start zooming up. By the way, I don't really, I'll just show you guys kind of how broken some of these setups can be. I'm using a good amount of my food double jumps, which I'm trying not to, but it's a little difficult. I'm a little impulsive when it comes to that stuff, but yeah. Anyway, hopefully we'll get Climblord right now. You know, if this video does well, maybe I make Climblord a series. I think it's just kind of nice to talk, though. You know, I don't think anybody is really hearing me. If you are, might be nice to kind of hear you mention that. So if you are listening to this, a comment might be appreciated. But it's up to you, though. At the end of the day, I keep on pushing on. I don't know, I guess this is kind of nice because I've just been talking about stuff. I guess something else I'll talk about is work. Work is it's something. You guys don't know this, but I do work as a lifeguard. Will not say where. Anyway, dude, it's okay, the job, but like, man, you'll have some kids there that like, dude, I'm not a fan of you, but it's whatever. You can't you may not appreciate everybody that you meet, but regardless, they're a person nonetheless, so it's good to still be nice to them. Like, my one critique is that I'll have some kids that there's like a slide that I have to manage, because you have to be it's split up between like being certified at the place and being non-certified, and then you're just doing like water slide things. Anyway, that might have given away too much of where it is, who knows. Anyway, the kids there just don't like to listen. They just they're like, oh, I'm just gonna run down the slide now, even though there's like a kid already in it. And so, I mean, whatever happens, you know, it's on them a little bit, but you still hope they're alright, you know. Anyway, let's check perks again. We have profit motive, which I'm gonna take it. And that gives me a reason to collect roaches, because they'll make me faster. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like it's kind of what I was looking for from like system reorg, but now for roaches. So we have had the same abyss one, or I keep saying abyss because the artifacts are located in the abyss, and the little stone things that we go into as to like collect these artifacts, they're only in endless. So what is it, they aren't in the abyss, but the actual artifacts are from it. I might keep this glove. This glove's kind of nice. It's not like crazy, but it lowers my gravity even more, which might be useful, but who knows. I think it prevents me from using some items, so anyway, we'll see. We got some double jumps, so depending on how this break room, or not break room, but this part of the endless run goes, we might use it more, we might scrap it, who knows. The translocator is the main one we want. Also, we're gonna eat these real quick just so I get some extra double jumps. Anyway, the job's okay. Definitely like it more than my old one. I was doing Chinese food deliveries, which you know, the people there were amazing. I loved the job, but the pay was the big like bad side to it, if that makes sense. Which I know some of you are being like, well, why the hell did you take the job? The pay's the main part you take it for. Anyway, that's valid. What is it? My thing is that I was doing woodworking one summer. I was being paid per job, which was horrible payment wise. I was working like 40-hour weeks to make like the same as I did at that Chinese job. And so I wasn't a fan of that. But the I don't know, the Chinese job was nice because I made like, I think, slightly less than I was making that summer that I was doing woodworking. But the I was working like 40 hours a week doing woodworking to make like a little bit more. And then at the Chinese job I was working about 40 hours a month. And that leads to the critique of the Chinese job, which was that 40 hours a week is way too little, because you can make so much more working like higher hours to okay, I'm not gonna get crazy into my financials. I was making about maybe 1,000 a month doing the woodworking stuff, and then I went down to 800 for the Chinese place. But big critique with that, there was it was monthly paychecks, which I know some of you are like, what the hell? Monthly paychecks, not very nice. Not a huge fan of that. Plus, because it was like a mom and pop like Chinese shop, they weren't all too. Also, we're just gonna scrap the glove. I barely used it in that one. If I even can. Hello? Okay, we can. Anyway, it was good. I love the people there, but they all speak Chinese. I don't speak Chinese, believe it or not. Let's look in here, by the way. We're gonna buy those. Rabbit DNA, gotta take it. The Chinese place, here, I'll just talk for a minute. Also, I'm getting like crazy sinus stuff, so sorry if you guys hear me sniffling. Anyway, Chinese place was good. It was a lot more of a break compared to the job that I was doing before. Sure, I was making less, but it was a lot less work. Now I'm doing lifeguarding. I'm making just like at the Chinese place I was making like 20 an hour, so I'm making like maybe 3/4 of that. So just $15. I don't know why I had to say 3/4. Anyway, so times that by like the 60 hours I'm getting part-time at this place. Anyway, I'm making my monthly paycheck bi-weekly now. And then with that, I actually know when my paychecks are, which is, believe it or not, kind of nice. I know some of you guys are like, you know, why couldn't you have just had that at the other place? And, you know, that's valid. I definitely think I should have had, also we're popping some stuff right now just so I can climb up here a bit faster, because I want to see if there's a bazaar. I forget where the bazaar is. It's in this, like, room area, though. Anyway, the new place I'm working at, I'm getting more hours now. Working about like 30 hours a week, but I'm making my monthly paycheck basically bi-weekly now. So instead of doing $1,000 or $800 every month, which, yes, I'm like, you can probably tell just based off my voice. I think I've already mentioned it though, like college stuff. Anyway, I'm going into college, so I'm 18 right now. Not gonna say more about myself because I don't want to have to. Yes, this is me, and this is everything about me, and then, oh wow, would you look at that? I basically doxed myself. No, but what is it? What was I trying to say? I'm fine getting off, like, living off of $800. I'm not, like, having to, quote-unquote, live off of it because, I'm still living with parents, you know? One day I'm gonna get my own place. I'm not gonna be some, chud. I know everybody has their own reasons, so, if you're having to live with your parents, that's fine. I'm just talking like there's those people that whoa, I did not realize that there was a bazaar up here. Ooh, we can get the gun. We can get the gun, or we can get, okay, here's the thing. We don't have any security systems that we have to worry about. This is really nice, though. I don't know why I bought that. We have infinite, but whatever. He's good. I was hoping that we'd get the cleaver, but, it's okay. Here's what we can do, though. We can offer these items. Like, I can buy all of these, and we can offer him items that I have that I'm basically getting for free, kinda, and then trade it for that. How much is the minor artifact? That's not much more. I will trade my pill bottle. Oh wow. We're overpaying a little bit. It's whatever. We love this guy. We got a gun now. We got an artifact too. That one's pretty nice. I do like it. We don't need this trinket though because there's no security systems in here, I believe, because we're not playing on hard mode. Yeah, let me talk for a minute. I keep getting distracted. Anyway, working more hours now though, but I am getting less pay per hour, but overall it works out to be getting my monthly paycheck bi-weekly, plus now I know when my paychecks are, so it's pretty nice. But you're having to deal with like a lot of kids, so it's it can sometimes be a lot. It's also like it's so hot. It's just so hot. I hate it for that, but it's okay. We're fine with it. Oh, I don't think I've taken my perk yet. I think I nearly just left without it. Honestly, I'd take the extra storage size if we get it. Cardinal Bloodlust. Let's reroll. How? I guess armored plating. That really sucks. I probably should have taken the first ones, but okay. Let's use our spear. Let's see what else we get. Get a grub. A singular grub. Sweet. I don't know if I even need a gun. I can't even... We're just gonna scrap this. The gun's okay, but, like, I probably shouldn't have bought it. This is gonna be nice, because when we get later on, we can use it to stop the mass for us. So if we get in a really bad situation, it can stop it for us, so we can try and work things out. But yeah, anyway, I'm working at the lifeguarding place. It's pretty nice. I like it, but it's definitely a lot more physically demanding. So there's that. So it's whatever. I mean, with the pay, I can't really complain about it, but yeah. And it's not like I'm getting paid like, bango bucks and like, what the hell, man? You're making 8 figures for 1 hour of work? No way, you know. It's nothing like that. It's not like that crazy, but I definitely think it's good, to say the least. I gotta say, climbing up the silos right now, I really want some improved movement speed. We took profit motive, but it's not as good unless you get multiple of them. Same thing for, I guess, that parent one for the grubs. Anyway, we're doing pretty good though. I think it was definitely a good job to choose that unstoppable conviction one, where you eat the food to gain you eat food to gain double jumps. That's, we love English. Also, this kind of sucks. If push comes to shove and the mass is up here, I'll use the thing, but hopefully we got some time here. I think we do. Hopefully granola bar, yes we do. What is it? This one, you've got to, like, I've made the mistake before of going up in this room. You do. Alright, we might have to use it here. Yeah, we're gonna have to. That's a really early pop, but we didn't really have a ton of choices. Like, I could have maybe made it out with that, but who knows. I didn't want to have to risk it, though. Didn't want to risk it for the biscuit. We're doing really good, though. I'm pretty happy with this run. Yeah, those ones with the, what is it? Trying to think. The ones with the boards that you have to break. Those are kind of annoying. I'm gonna re-roll. I was really hoping that we'd get, the single hammer breaks it down, but I guess it's okay. If push comes to shove, we'll just start using blink eyes to get it past. Because those do work. It's just very money-wise inefficient. We do have another one of these. Are we going to get the same room again? No, we got a different one, finally. Just because I want to save some time, we're going to go and crush you. And then we're going to just climb up this central pillar. Because I believe this is the fastest way up. But I'm not exactly sure. I'm not no rocket expert. Whew. Yeah, it kind of sucks because if you're watching this far, which I doubt anybody's even watching this, let alone this far. Maybe if I make it one day, somebody will be. But what is it? Yeah, this recording's like 1 hour and 20 minutes already, which means through my editor also, this one's okay. I don't like it a ton. I think out of all of them, it's like, meh. It's a lot better when you're actually playing the game and you use it, but I think we're just gonna toss it. Let me, okay, we are pretty over encumbered. I think, yeah, now we're good. Anyway, what was I trying to say? I don't know. We were trying to say something. Hopefully, I'll be fine until next break room. I didn't like having to use that, but I was a little worried that we'd die. Better be safe than sorry. If I can just push through one more room, then that's one more room better we are. I'm at the point, though, also where, these rooms really suck, by the way. They take so much time to get through. Because, these are the ones without the, okay, if the mass starts coming up soon, we're going to use a blink eye. and get past it. But that's only if it starts getting close. Okay, I see it down there. I thought I saw it really close. I was panicked for a second. I think we're okay though. Come on. Please. Let me live. Okay. I think we're doing okay though. But I'm not gonna oversay anything. Okay, this one, like, it kind of sucks. Also, I could have just blink-eyed through there, but whatever. We're making okay time, though, I feel like, so it's alright. The main thing is just don't slow down, ever. Part of me wanted to go grab those silver roaches that are now below us, but I'm a little worried if I try and go back for them, we're gonna die, so... I don't know if silver roaches with profit motive are any better, but maybe they are. Regardless, I'm not gonna go and investigate that. We're doing okay, though. My one thing is I want the thing to break things easy. Deep Pockets is alright. Cardinal, Bloodlust, same thing. I want back strengtheners. This is good, because, now I can take the roaches over here and shove them in my inventory and get even more speed buffs. So, that's pretty nice. Yeah, so, like, let's see. I put the big one in there. Can't tell a huge difference. We're definitely jumping high, though. We're kind of out of stamina. Let's see. This one, it's got like one use left, so we're gonna crush that one. Get ourselves just a new blink eye. We got enough money. Oh wait, I forgot I have rabbit DNA. Alright, well, sweet. We're kind of doing pretty good. I wish I remembered that I had that sooner, because that would have made things much, much easier. Maybe I wouldn't have even had to have used the thing. Let's, I'm gonna drop that just in case. Then we're gonna eat these, get some more double jumps. I think we're chilling, though. I really meant to use bunny hop there, but bunny hop is so, like, random, I feel like. So, like, some ones it could be, like, good, some it could be bad. I think we're at, like, 5,000 meters right now, which is pretty good. Okay, this is the one that we need to break down the boards. And then we can just fly up the room now. It does suck to use so many double jumps, but, maybe if we get some more pulse organs, we won't have to worry about it. Who knows? Okay, we do have a blood bug here, but hopefully they leave me alone. I hate how many barnacles there are also. Okay, we're chilling, though. Yeah, you guys can see, though, we're kind of flying up the break rooms. It's like one to the next. That's what I like about this, though. You struggle, but it, let's do somatic painkillers. It just gives us some more stamina. Not really liking my inventory all too much, but it's okay. I don't know if more money roaches are better, but regardless, we're picking them up. Yeah, we're flying up the rooms. We might have a chance here. I'm not sure. I think this outside ring, I've never noticed it. That might be our maximum stamina. Who knows? Yeah, let's continue on, though. Or no, let's not continue on. Hold up. I did not notice this. Okay, we're getting Calming Buddy. This is definitely one I need to get. Viola Moon Rocks, we're getting you. Entity Scanner. Okay, we're looking at 24 price. Let's see what we can get out of these. Definitely don't need an auto baton. I wonder how much a grub is worth, because I have a couple. You don't accept grubs? Okay. Blink eye and you. That leaves me a little bit short. Huh, that's weird. The roaches, okay. And I think I'm good. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We're doing good, though. We sold a couple items, but we have double moon rocks. That's, like, crazy low gravity. Um, oh, yeah, Calming Buddy, by the way. This thing's very nice. You'll see. I can pause my inventory and we go in slow mode. I don't know if it's... Is it permanent? Or is it just, like, really temporary? Because it allows you to, like, think in some situations. So, it's pretty good. It's definitely a calming buddy. I think we're good, though. Yeah. I kind of want to, I'm 1 over on capacity, so I think I'll use grub on my way up. But, yeah, let's get on back to it. I'm glad I spotted that. I think that's something I need to always be checking for. It's definitely more common in the break rooms. One of, if not the greatest addition, by the way. Or if any developers are watching this, which I highly doubt. You did a good job on that. So, give yourself a round of applause. I'd give you a round of applause right now, but, I'm too locked in. Anyway, we do have an injector right here. We're just going to use that. Definitely a helpful find. I'm not really all too worried about how many double jumps I've got left. I am definitely worried, but, not like life and death. I'm like crazy worried. Anyway, I kinda hate, not just kinda, I do hate air exchange. These are some of, like, visually, yes, they are great. But, mechanically speaking, these are like, okay. Also, we got lucky. This is the one I have to disable. I love this one much more than the other one. What is it? Air exchange, though, it's cool looking. I'll give it that. But in regards to like ease and stuff like that, it's by far the hardest one. Am I able to use a blink eye through here? No, I'm not able to. Alright, let's keep going. That room, I feel like, can definitely be a run killer if you aren't careful. We're just gonna buy all the food. I don't know if I'll keep that spear. Part of me wants to, but we can improve our lats more, or just get another pulse organ. Ugh. No bazaar this time. But yeah, the calming buddy's pretty nice. Maybe we'll get the translocator. The translocator is by far the greatest one you can get out of all of this, but oh, I just realized, because I have the lat optimization thing, it makes it a lot harder to climb these rooms, because you don't have that extra storage, so it counts as you just being over encumbered a bunch. Eventually you don't need to go in these rooms because you'll have the artifact you want, which we're wanting the translocator because I like blink eyes, and if you're telling me that I can just basically have an unlimited blink eye, I gladly take that one. But yeah, let's not die here. Sweet. Um, yeah, even if we started to fall though, we have blink eyes, so we can just kind of like quickly go in our inventory and like mess around in there because we fall at like no speed. Like, yeah, we're like barely falling, so it's nice. I like it. Definitely gives you some calmingness, like the buddy says, but yeah. Anyway, sorry if I'm not talking much, by the way, guys. I'm like, this is like the spot in the run where I feel like I'm getting really close to doing really well, and I don't want to fumble it. This is gonna be a long recording. Ooh, dude, we're 6'7", 6'8" meters. Crazy. Dude, we keep getting the same one. I hate that. I love the moon rocks though. We gotta love just basically being able to have super low gravity. Um, I'm not even using the grubs, honestly. I might just... You know what? Here's what we'll do. We're gonna buy you. We're gonna throw you in our inventory. We're gonna put you in there, but we're gonna crush you. And we're gonna climb up real quick. Am I able to blink eye past this one? I think I can, yeah. That's why blink eyes are kind of nice. What I have learned though is if it's one of the rooms with the boards, you have to break the boards and go that way. You're unable to go and do anything else. Dude, I tried to use my blink eye. Are we serious? No way. Right as I'm saying, like, oh, so sometimes you gotta use the blink eye in these rooms, and alright, guys. This has been already a super long recording. This is just part one, I guess, of just doing endless trying to get Climblord. Um, yeah, I don't really got anything else for this. I appreciate you guys if you're watching this. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully my microphone's a bit better now. Last recording I did be a little bit too close to it, so hopefully it's picking up stuff better, but who knows. I might do more of this some other time. I probably will. Um yeah, we got about a third of the way there. So, um just the more you know, I guess. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So, see ya.